For 100 million Americans, it's about as dangerous as winter can get tonight. Emergency teams are racing to help the legions of us in the path of this monster storm descending on one half of the country. A massive swath of wind, ice, and snow now stretching more than 2,000 miles. And you can even see it from space. Take a look. In a matter of hours, the system bearing down, marching across state after state. Even down in Texas, where they play the Super Bowl on Sunday, an offensive line of shovelers chipped away at the sheet of ice. In Kansas City, there was an army of plows. In Wisconsin, such a heavy coating of ice, the icicles were blown sideways. And here in New York, new snow falling on old snow, a city full of cars buried and abandoned. And we have a team of reporters out in this storm tonight. Our weather editor, Sam Champion, leads us off in snowy Chicago. Sam.
Good evening, Diane. And beneath that storm, you can clearly see from space there is every weather extreme, from severe weather and tornadoes in the deep south to these blizzard warnings in 9 states. And yeah, there is everything in the middle.
It's a history-making monster storm that has officials warning the 100 million Americans in its crosshairs to take precaution.
This is a storm that is huge. There are many areas of this country that have heard about this storm and is saying it's not that bad. And we're saying it's not that bad yet. This storm is still moving.
FEMA is mobilizing generators and supplies for emergency shelters throughout the Midwest. And in 4 states, governors have declared states of emergency. Illinois and Missouri are 2 states that have called in the National Guard to help battle this epic storm. There are 2 sides to this storm. On the north side, Arctic air will create heavy snow, dumping up to 3 feet in some spots. And on the south side of the storm, warmer temperatures will mean sleet and freezing rain, leaving accumulating ice across the Mid-South and parts of the Midwest. Roads are treacherous from Iowa to Texas to Kansas and Illinois, where drivers face whiteout conditions. Highways were shut down in Oklahoma. In many places, citizens are being warned to stay indoors unless absolutely necessary. Meanwhile, air traffic is practically non-existent, with over 10,000 flights canceled. And back here in Chicago, highways are jammed, and the National Guard has already rescued at least 100 motorists. The Chicago school system is closed Wednesday for the first time since the blizzard of 1999, and residents are preparing for up to 2 feet of snow in the next 12 hours.
Every Chicago resident should brace for a storm that will be remembered for a long time.
They are expecting blizzard conditions in Chicago throughout the night. It doesn't bring its ice and sleet to New York City and Boston until Wednesday. It's going to be a rough 24 hours, Diane.
And this is spoken from someone who's seen a lot of rough storms. Thank you, Sam.